So big shout out to WestKiss today because they did sponsor today's video, which is amazing, so I can bring you guys hair tutorials consistently. They sent me over an HD lace wig. It is transparent. You can see the hairline isn't thick. It's already pre-plucked, which was super easy for me to go in and do my additional plucking. And I wanted to show you their lace up against my skin. As you can see, it's transparent. It's not no weird gray, brown, nude, black, red. Child, I've seen it all. So you can see that the lace is basically melting into my skin. It's very, very thin, so I did like the lace. And they were supposed to send me a 24, but honestly, I think they sent me a 26, 28. So love that for me. Okay, so this bleach is that girl. This is my favorite bleach. I don't know how to pronounce it though. I'll leave it in the description. The only way you can purchase this if you're not a professional is through Amazon. So that'll be in the description. Now I'm going to be showing you how to make some foils. So you need to make foils in order to do highlights so that you can tuck the hair away and it can process and the bleach won't dry out. So I'm basically taking out small sections of aluminum foil and folding the corners. Okay, so you're just folding each corner. And then I did quite a few of those. I probably did maybe like 10 or 11 to start off with. You know, start off with 10, and then if you need more, then you can stop and make more. Now I'm showing you how I mix the developer. So I'm able to just eyeball it, so maybe you guys can watch and see what I'm doing. But you don't want it to be super thick like you're bleaching knots. When you're actually doing hair color, you want it to be on the thinner side so it doesn't dry out too fast. I'm using Ardell Red Gold Corrector. This can be purchased at Sally's literally for like 99 cents, $1. And these are purple drops, kind of similar to purple shampoo. It cancels out any brassiness. And the bleach we're using as well already cancels out brassiness, so it's a perfect duo. On one side, I have a 20 volume developer, and on the other side, I have a 40 volume developer because I want two different dimensions of highlights. So I'm just bobbing and weaving through the hairline because I want some face framing highlights. We're only bleaching the frontal. So as you can see, I just weaved out 3 highlights. Now, how thick you want your highlights is up to you. That's your preference, girl. It's your wig. If you want thinner, piecey highlights, then you would take out smaller sections. If you want them thicker like me, then you would take out thicker sections. The most important part is making sure at the root you leave like 1 inch of the root out, and you make sure you blend it out and don't leave that line of demarcation. So I wanted really chunky highlights at the front of my face because I knew I was wearing a middle part. So I sectioned out 2 chunky highlights, and I did the same thing, making sure that I'm really feathering it out at the roots. That is the most important thing. If you are new to doing highlights, the most important thing is making sure that you blend it out at that hairline, and it'll still come out good either way that it goes. So I'm just bobbing and weaving through it like I'm weaving through a basket. And like I said, I took 3 highlights on the temples and 2 chunky highlights in the middle. And I'm just freestyling, basically. To me, hair color is an art. This isn't a super professional way of showing you guys how to do highlights. I did go to hair school, but I'm at a point after years of doing hair, making wigs, I just freestyle. I know what I'm going for, what I've envisioned, and I'm just showing you guys my method, okay? So if you're a professional and I'm making you cringe, this is just my method. So what I did was I parted down the middle of the frontal, making 2 sections, a left side and a right side. So they kind of are like a pie section. So it has like a point at the top, almost like triangles basically. Because you could do a whole head full of highlights, but like I said, they sent me a long wig, so I was being a little bit on the lazy side. So I took my first section and I did the 20 volume developer, which was more of like a caramel brown. It ended up coming out. I sectioned out 3 highlights like I showed you at the beginning, and I make sure that I fully saturated the hair, getting the top and making sure to flip it over to the other side and getting the bottom, feathering out those roots, okay? And then I feel like I didn't show you really well how I feathered out or weaved out the highlights. So I'm showing you again. This is my second section, and 1 boom down, 1 boom down, and you can see that I have 3 highlights, okay? And like I said, I'm going for a chunkier look. So I did 3 different highlights on both sections. This is my second section, okay? I'm only doing 3. I was real lazy. I wanted to keep it cute and quick. So again, I sectioned out the highlights, grab my foil, make sure I'm fully saturating it, focus on saturating it first, and then you're going to make sure that you blend out the roots. That's the most important part in order for these highlights to really blend and just melt. And like I said, make sure to get the underside as well, because if you don't, it's still going to have like some dark pieces and it's going to make your highlights look blotchy. And again, you're still making sure that you feather it out at the roots. Also, please make sure that y'all wear gloves. Again, I'm just crazy, okay? But not wearing gloves can definitely give you a chemical burn, so please do not watch me and bleach hair without using gloves. I know how to avoid getting a chemical burn. My last section, which was the third section at the top, was a little small and thin, so I wanted to keep my highlights the same size. In order to keep this highlight the same size as the other two sections, I was only able to make one highlight out of it, and I just went ahead with the 20 volume developer and made this that darker brown caramel color. And again, I'm just going ahead and applying that and blending it out. So I have 3 sections in the front and 3 sections on each side of the front. So I didn't show you guys the other side. I just showed you this side because I did the exact same thing. Okay, Vixens, so I'm back. It's actually been a few days since I've dyed the wig, and I wanted to get back on camera and show you guys the final results, how the wig looks on me, and I also wanted to show you how natural this wig looks on me without even needing to glue it down. So I did turn this into a glueless unit. Unfortunately, the footage that I recorded, I lost, accidentally deleted. I don't know what happened, so that won't be included in this video, but I will make it a point in my next upcoming tutorial to show you guys how to make glueless wigs if you're interested in that. If that video is up already, I'll have it included in the cards above, and if it's not, y'all should definitely make sure that y'all subscribe. Y'all should be subscribing anyways, because if you're watching the video at this point, why are you not hitting the subscribe button? Like, clearly I'm teaching you something. Like, it's nothing but free game on my channel. Why are you not subscribing, sis? Okay, anyway, so I'm going to be curling this wig with this curling iron from Hot Tools. I actually purchased it from Sally's. It goes all the way up to 450 degrees. So I really love this bad boy. I use it every time I curl my hair. So I'm going to be using this, and I'm just going to throw her on, pop in the curls, and then we will head into our outro. So let's put this bad boy on.